Hello and welcome to another episode of Financial Podcast, Navigating Business Finance with Expertise. I'm your host, Ayanna Apple, CEO of Apple Financial Services. Today, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely crucial for startup entrepreneurs: budgeting for startups, setting strong foundations. Starting a business is an exciting journey, but it comes with financial challenges that can make or break your success. In this episode, we'll explore the fundamental principles of budgeting for startups, helping you build a solid financial foundation to thrive in the competitive business world. Part 1. The importance of budgeting. Let's begin by discussing why budgeting is so vital for startups. Many entrepreneurs underestimate the power of a well-structured budget. They often see it as a tedious task, but in reality, it's a roadmap for your business's financial journey. Principle 1. Financial visibility. First and foremost, a budget provides you with financial visibility. It allows you to see where your money is coming from and where it's going. Without this insight, you're essentially driving blindfolded, making it impossible to make informed financial decisions. Principle 2. Goal setting. Budgeting helps you set clear financial goals. It allows you to define your revenue targets, expense limits, and profit expectations. Having these goals in place not only motivates you, but also provides a benchmark to measure your business's performance against. Principle 3. Resource allocation. Budgeting enables efficient resource allocation. Startups often operate with limited funds, so knowing where to allocate your resources is critical. Your budget helps you prioritize spending on essentials that drive growth while identifying areas where you can cut costs. Principle 4. Risk mitigation. Budgeting serves as a risk mitigation tool. It helps you plan for unforeseen challenges and market fluctuations. With a well-prepared budget, you're better equipped to weather financial storms and keep your business afloat during tough times. Part 2. Creating your startup budget. Now that we understand the importance of budgeting, let's delve into the process of creating a startup budget. This is where the rubber meets the road and you lay the foundation for your financial success. Step 1. Identify revenue sources. The first step is to identify your revenue sources. What are the primary ways your business will generate income? This could include product sales, service fees, subscription revenue, or even investment capital. Be realistic in your revenue projections, especially in the early stages of your startup. Step 2. Estimate expenses. Next, estimate your expenses. What are the costs associated with running your business? These can range from rent and utilities to employee salaries, marketing expenses, and technology investments. Take the time to research and gather accurate cost estimates. Step 3. Fixed versus variable expenses. It's essential to distinguish between fixed and variable expenses. Fixed expenses, like rent, remain constant month to month, while variable expenses, such as advertising or materials, fluctuate with your business activity. Understanding this distinction helps you manage your cash flow effectively. Step 4. Build in contingency. When creating your budget, don't forget to build in contingencies. Unexpected expenses or fluctuations in revenue are a part of business life. By allocating a portion of your budget to contingencies, you'll be better prepared to handle these surprises without derailing your financial plan. Part 3. Staying on track. Now that you've crafted your startup budget, the next challenge is staying on track and ensuring your budget serves as a practical guide for your business. Let's explore how to do just that. Task 1. Regular monitoring. Regularly monitor your budget against your actual financial performance. This means comparing your projected revenue and expenses with what's happening in reality. If you notice any significant deviations, take prompt action to address them. Task 2. Adjust as necessary. Be flexible and willing to adjust your budget as necessary. The business landscape is constantly evolving, and your initial budget may need tweaking. For example, if you're consistently exceeding your marketing expenses but seeing little return, it might be time to reallocate those funds elsewhere. Task 3. Control spending. Exercise discipline when it comes to spending. Avoid the temptation to overspend or make impulsive financial decisions. Refer back to your budget whenever you're faced with a financial choice to ensure it aligns with your financial goals. Task 4. Seek professional guidance. If budgeting proves challenging, don't hesitate to seek professional guidance. Financial advisors or consultants can provide expert insights and help you refine your budgeting process to better suit your startup's unique needs. In closing, budgeting is the cornerstone of financial success for startups. It provides the vision, discipline, and flexibility needed to navigate the complex world of business finance. Thank you for joining me on Financial Podcast, Navigating Business Finance with Expertise. I hope you've gained valuable insights into the importance of budgeting for startups and how to create and maintain a strong financial foundation for your entrepreneurial journey. In our next episode, we'll explore advanced financial strategies for scaling your startup and achieving sustainable growth. Until then, remember that your budget isn't just a document. It's your financial compass guiding you towards success. Part 2, Leveraging Budgeting Tools and Techniques. Welcome back to the second part of our episode on budgeting for startups, setting strong foundations. In this segment, we'll delve deeper into the practical tools and techniques that can help you create a robust budget for your startup. Technique 1, use a budgeting software. One of the most effective tools for budgeting is specialized software. Budgeting software can simplify the process and provide you with real-time insights into your financial health. There are various options available, from simple spreadsheet templates to sophisticated financial software designed for businesses. Here are some features to look for. Expense tracking. Software can help you record and categorize your expenses automatically. This can save you time and reduce the risk of errors. Revenue forecasting. Many budgeting tools allow you to project your future revenue based on historical data and assumptions. Cash flow analysis. Some software provides cash flow forecasting, helping you predict when you might face cash shortages or surpluses. Customization. Look for software that allows you to customize your budget to fit the specific needs of your startup. Technique 2, Zero-based budgeting. Another budgeting technique worth considering, especially for startups, is zero-based budgeting. Unlike traditional budgeting, which often starts with last year's expenses as a baseline, zero-based budgeting requires you to justify every expense from scratch. Here's how it works. Begin with a budget of zero cash flow. Review each expense category and justify why it's necessary for your business. Allocate funds to expenses based on their importance and priority. Zero-based budgeting forces you to critically evaluate every expense, helping you identify areas where you might be overspending or where funds could be reallocated for more significant impact. Technique 3, Rolling budgets. For startups, especially those in fast-changing industries, traditional annual budgets may become quickly outdated. That's where rolling budgets come in handy. A rolling budget is a dynamic financial plan that typically covers a shorter time frame, like 3 to 6 months. As each month passes, you add a new month to the budget while removing the oldest month. The advantage of rolling budgets is their adaptability. They allow you to adjust your financial plan more frequently based on your startup's evolving circumstances. This agility can be a significant advantage in a competitive and dynamic business environment. Technique 4, Scenario planning. Scenario planning is another technique that can enhance your budgeting process. Instead of relying on a single set of assumptions, scenario planning involves creating multiple budget scenarios based on different outcomes or economic conditions. For example, you could create a best-case scenario, a worst-case scenario, and a most likely scenario. This approach helps you prepare for various possibilities, making your budget more resilient to unexpected challenges. Technique 5, Continuous improvement. Lastly, remember that budgeting is not a one-time task. It's an ongoing process. Your budget should evolve with your business. Regularly revisit and revise your budget as you gather more data and your business landscape changes. Seek feedback from key team members or advisors, and use their insights to refine your budgeting process. Continuous improvement ensures that your budget remains an effective tool for achieving your startup's financial goals. In conclusion, budgeting is an essential practice for startup success, and leveraging the right tools and techniques can make the process more efficient and insightful. Whether you choose budgeting software, zero-based budgeting, rolling budgets, scenario planning, or a combination of these approaches, The key is to create a budget that aligns with your business goals and adapts to changing circumstances. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Financial Podcast, Navigating Business Finance with Expertise. I hope you've gained valuable insights into the practical aspects of budgeting for startups. In our next and final part of this episode, we'll discuss the role of financial discipline and the importance of sticking to your budget to achieve your startup's long-term success. Until then, stay financially savvy and proactive in managing your startup's budget. Part 3: Staying Disciplined and Achieving Success. Welcome back to the final part of our episode on budgeting for startups, setting strong foundations. In this segment, we'll discuss the critical role of financial discipline and how sticking to your budget can lead to long-term success for your startup. Subject 1: The importance of financial discipline. Financial discipline is the cornerstone of effective budgeting. It's about adhering to your budget plan consistently and making responsible financial decisions. Here's why it matters for startups. Resource optimization. Financial discipline ensures that you allocate your resources efficiently. By sticking to your budget, you avoid overspending in areas that won't contribute to your startup's growth. Cash flow management. Discipline plays a crucial role in managing your cash flow effectively. When you follow your budget, you're less likely to run into cash shortages or financial crises. Goal achievement. Your budget is a roadmap to your financial goals. Staying disciplined helps you work steadily toward achieving those goals, whether they involve revenue targets, profit margins, or expense control. Subject 2: Tips for staying disciplined. Maintaining financial discipline can be challenging, especially in the face of unexpected expenses or tempting investment opportunities. Here are some tips to help you stay on track. Regularly review your budget. Schedule regular budget reviews to assess your financial progress and make adjustments as needed. This keeps your budget relevant and responsive to changes. Set priorities. Clearly define your financial priorities and align your spending with them. When you have a strong sense of purpose, it's easier to resist impulsive spending. Create accountability. Share your budget with key team members or advisors who can help hold you accountable for your financial decisions. They can provide valuable input and keep you on track. Emergency fund. Establish an emergency fund within your budget to cover unexpected expenses. Knowing that you have a financial safety net can reduce the temptation to dip into other budget categories. Subject 3: Overcoming budgeting challenges. While financial discipline is crucial, you may encounter challenges along the way. Here's how to overcome some common hurdles. Handling financial setbacks. In the startup world, setbacks are inevitable. Don't let them derail your budgeting efforts. Adjust your budget, learn from your mistakes, and stay focused on your long-term goals. Avoiding lifestyle creep. As your startup grows, you might be tempted to increase your personal spending. While it's natural to enjoy the fruits of your labor, be cautious not to let lifestyle inflation eat into your business budget. Balancing short-term and long-term goals. Striking the right balance between short-term expenses and long-term investments can be challenging. Remember that some sacrifices today can lead to more significant rewards tomorrow. Subject 4: Celebrate achievements. Lastly, celebrate your budgeting achievements, no matter how small. Budgeting can sometimes feel like a thankless task, but it's essential to acknowledge your progress and milestones. Celebrating achievements can help maintain motivation and reinforce your commitment to financial discipline. In conclusion, budgeting is not just about creating a financial plan. It's about staying disciplined and committed to that plan. With financial discipline, you can navigate the challenges of startup life, manage your resources effectively, and work toward your financial goals. Thank you for joining me on Financial Podcast, Navigating Business Finance with Expertise. I hope you've gained valuable insights into the importance of financial discipline and how it can lead to long-term success for your startup. Remember that your budget is not just a document, it's a roadmap to your financial dreams. Stay disciplined and financially savvy.